What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Payne. Welcome back to another Street Fighter Duel video. Alright guys, this one's going to be a little bit of a touchy subject, and I hope you guys can bear through it. And I know some of you are going to be upset right away. Like it's going to be inevitable here. But I think you guys deserve to know this, and some of you probably already do know this. But I want to go through it anyways because a lot of you may be new and don't understand what this topic is going to be about. And that is going to be about the limited tickets or the special tickets that are coming out for Akuma. And how it pertains to a specific mode in the game called Super Showdown. So, Super Showdown, the way it works, guys, is it takes a certain amount of people here. Let me go back to the news, actually. I think I'll read it straight from what the news says. So, where's the Showdown rules? We have modified one Showdown rule and clarified the others. Now, top 100 players ranked Silver Dragon 3 and above will earn Showdown points according to their ranks, okay? Please make sure to look back into the game details for yourself and go back to the Showdown. Alright, so Showdown is essentially, and I'll do a whole video on this, guys, like in terms of how to set up teams and stuff, but Showdown essentially is a 3v3 battle royale, 3 teams versus 3 teams, and you get the rankings here, so the ladder match, right? This is where you get rankings. So if you read this, ladder match seasons are 2 weeks long and use a ranking system. Once the season ends, players are reset to a rank. Players earn fighter points essentially as they go up in rank. The higher the rank you are, the Golden Dragon being the highest, the more you get. As you can see, that's what it says here. The top 100 players ranked Silver Dragon 3 and above will earn Showdown points according to their ranks. Showdown points are removed when the season ends. The top 10 players, on the other half, have access to the Final Showdown group stage, which is what I'm going to show you shortly. Now, this is where it gets a little bit iffy, right? And a little bit sensitive for a lot of players. If you're free to play and you're lucky enough to manage 3 teams on a server that doesn't have 10 whales or dolphins, you're in luck. If you're not on a server that doesn't have, or on a server that has 10 whales or dolphins, you're SOL. So this is kind of where it kind of becomes a problem, right? Where the rich get richer almost in this case. And I know it's going to upset a lot of people when I show this, or maybe you've already seen it, it's been discussed. But my job is to show you guys what's going on, right? And again, without pulling punches, because I think that's doing you a disservice. But this is something that happens in every game. Every gacha game, whales will always have an advantage because obviously they finance the game, they keep the game flowing so free-to-play can continue playing. But this is something I think that was a little bit tricky. Now, the only way we can kind of not get mad here, and this is something we can't predict, we're going to have to wait till the event comes out, is if the event itself gives free-to-play players a lot of opportunities to get limited tickets to summon for Akuma, right? So if I go into the Showdown here real quick, alright, you guys can see where am I here? Am I group 4? Group 3? I don't even know what group I'm in. 2, 1? Oh, there I am. I'm in 1. Okay, so I'm right there, okay? So I'm moving on here. I'm fighting Rice Corps. It'll be top 16 at that point, and then groups will just kind of like fight each other. Where I think it's going to become a problem for people to see is going to be these rewards. As you can see here, the rewards themselves are going to be providing the special summon tickets for Akuma. So it's like almost your this is I hate showing this because I don't want to promote people to spend in order to get to this point, right? Which I'm not suggesting you guys do. I'm just showing you what's out. So do I think it's fair? Absolutely not. Do I think whales, because they fund games, deserve some form of advantage? I mean, let's be honest, of course. But this I think is a little much. Not that I'm complaining because hell, I'm in here and I'm getting these tickets, but I think it's a little shitty. It's a shitty feeling knowing I've been talking about not spending and doing all this, and then the game does this, and I can take advantage of it because I spent in the past, right? Although I haven't spent for 3 weeks, I do feel morally conflicted by this. Do I want to win? I mean, of course. This is going to help me create a showcase and get Akuma higher up and give you guys content. Do I feel good about it? To be honest, not really. But, I mean, let's just talk about what happens here. You get 5 from just being in the top 64. You get an extra 10 for being in the top 16. Semifinals, you get 12. Finals, you get 15. And then if you win the Final Showdown, you get an extra 20. So that's a lot of summons, guys. I mean, that's quite a bit. And, I mean, not to mention the Faith Gems are amazing. and then the price glory you get is you know, this here, the store tokens. So I just wanted to point this out, that this is here. Now, I think the best way to look at this is if some of you were giving up on Showdown because you didn't know how to set up teams, or it just wasn't the mode for you because it took too much work and you're like, I don't know how to do this. I think it might be time to perhaps put a little more effort. Again, I'm not saying that you're going to beat out whales, but if your server is not heavily funded by whales and dolphins, you can squeeze in a top 10 and at least get yourself a couple extra tickets to summit, right? So I guess I just want to show this because it's kind of like a moral issue for me. Again, I do want to win because I do want to get Akuma up so I can showcase. Am I going to get to SSS plus 5 right away? No, absolutely not. Most likely not, because I don't know how they're going to be managing the whole gems versus divination tickets versus special summon tickets and how that's going to work, right? But yeah, I don't plan to spend, but this is my spending coming to fruition, like to some extent, give me a benefit. So I don't want to put this out to show you guys what you're missing out on because you're not spending, but I want to show you guys what the devs are implementing, right? I think it's important to know. So some of you may not have known this, some of you may, yeah. So again, it's just something I wanted to show you guys and share with you. So let me know how you feel in the comment section. I know a lot of you guys are going to be upset about this. This wasn't the goal of the video, by the way. I'm not here to upset or ruffle feathers or, you know, push buttons. I just want you guys to know what rewards are available to who. All right? Okay, this is Payne. Hope you guys have a wonderful night. We'll talk soon.